And today on Coffee and Conversation with your girl, Shakenya. When you get a minute, I'm out of breath, I just ran upstairs. When you get a minute, go to that YouTube channel, Shakenya, and hit subscribe, guys. Look at some of the videos, and if you see any of them that you like, just hit share. I appreciate you. Love you long time. Yeah, we in Club Kiki with it this morning. I know I'm finishing up. I did plaster the wall on the other side. I'm going to sand it today when I get home, if I get a minute. Because, you know, Wednesdays be tough. And Wednesdays be tough for your girl. I got a residential clean at 10. I got to be at the cigar bar by 1. And I want to start cleaning my 2 buildings at least by 5, if I can. That way I could be home by 7:30. Now, if my day go like that today, woo! Happy day. It ain't nothing that can shake me if my day go like that. Just let it go in that order, right? When you get a minute, go to my YouTube channel. Go to that YouTube channel, Shakenya, and hit subscribe. No, you going to Lulu Publishing for this. That's what you're doing for this, yeah. For this, you want to go to lulupublishing.com or you want to go to Amazon and get you a copy of Dysfunctional Family Knot. My brain is thinking before everything else because I only had a sip of coffee. I want you to go to that YouTube channel and hit subscribe for more coffee and conversations. Yeah, that's where we at. We good. So today, I'm going to be all over the place because I'm picking up from yesterday. So I'm going to try to pick up exactly somehow where we left off yesterday. So if you didn't get a chance to see yesterday's show, go check it out. I can't catch you up completely, but I am going to start a little bit where we finished at. So we're talking about those manipulation tips from your 9th grade year, and if you've been using them on your baby all the way to now, your senior year, we're looking at the effect that it probably has on your baby, the psychological damage. That means how your baby thinks, how your baby feel about stuff now, you know, how your baby's acting, just things that's going on that's different with your child now that you've noticed since those manipulation tips have been put in effect, right? So now we are looking at those tips. We're looking at how they are used. That's why I keep taking breaks and having these lectures because I don't want to go too far. I want things that I say to you to register before I move forward. I want you to be completely, I want us all to be on the same page, basically, when I talk about some of these techniques. So sometimes it's necessary for me to stop and explain or elaborate. And I'm okay with that. So we're looking at how they use, how they work, and how they affect everybody with continuous use. Yep. Like I said yesterday, this nasty work. Yep. So the last 2 that we talked about was making a difference in the lifestyle, making it seem like your life is so much better than the baby mama or the baby daddy's, and making a difference out of the children. The one making a difference out of the children, this is when the sibling relationships are disconnected, meaning that your child used to come over, now your child don't come over no more. Your other kids come over, but that baby don't come, so that baby don't know that they other brothers and sisters because you got children by multiple people, right? But you're trying to do the best you can to keep the kids together, but that child never comes over anymore. So he used to come over. The kids know they got a brother. They used to play with him. They love him, but they don't see him no more now, right? Years down went by. This child ain't been back over. Don't nobody know where the child... Fix it, Jesus. That's their brother. That's their brother in this world. They don't know nothing about. It's their brother, right? So, fix it, Jesus. So making a difference in the children is the fastest way to tear down a child's confidence and self-esteem, right? So that child that was taken out, and it can affect both ways. It can go both ways. I'm going to just focus on the fact of the children that has been left behind, because usually it's one, and then it's the rest of them, right? So the self-esteem and the self-worth and the feeling of those children, right? So making them feel less than, right? All those teachings and stuff, like for instance, in my case, by me raising boys, knowing that a woman cannot raise a boy to be a man, already knowing that's a difficult challenge for me. And I had 3 boys. When my mama passed away, I only had 1 biological child, and I ended up raising my 2 youngest brothers because that's what I was supposed to do by me being her oldest child. So imagine me in my early 20s with 3 boys, right? Already challenging. Already a challenge. What am I going to do? What are the statistics of a young black man growing up in poverty or growing up in the hood, and what's going to happen to them? What are the chances and statistics of them actually getting into selling drugs? What are the chances and statistics of them getting out here robbing somebody, thinking that they got to do that to take care of their family? What is the statistics of them being gunned down by police? What is the statistics of them being gunned down by somebody of their own, right? So already know what I got going on, and then on top of that, I'm doing it alone, right? So all those things that I did to build them up, hoping that that'd be enough. Yep. All the positive male influences that I had around them, people that they can emulate, they can learn from. Building their confidence up as young men, right? Complimenting them all the time, right? I used to have them dressed. Yes, people couldn't understand how I did it. Every time they seen my boys, they was clean cut. Why? Because I learned how to cut hair. Yeah, it only took a couple times going to the barbershop, taxed 3 times for 3 haircuts, till you go get you a pair of clippers and you sit and you watch that barber. Yes, I did. I watched that barber for months. How to blend, how to line up, how to do a taper, how to do a ball fade. Yes, Lord. So my boys was crisp every time you seen them. Every time, right? Smelling good with that cologne, right? So I had to compliment them all the time. Yes. Make sure they was looking the part, right? Reassure them of themselves, right? To help build their confidence up, right? I created a safe space so they could feel comfortable to talk to me about anything that was going on that was probably out the norm, that they probably wouldn't just want to come and tell. Yeah, I created a safe space. Those family meetings that we had. Yep. That was my time to figure out what's really going on with them. What's going on in their head. All bets were off. Anything goes here. If they cussed, it was okay at this family meeting. Whatever it takes to get that frustration out, anger, voice yourself, your opinion, whatever it takes. However way you choose to express yourself at this table for this little time at this family meeting, that's a safe space, right? Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. Fix it. I put them boys in positions to run stuff. Like, I made sure that Plan A, knowing that Plan A was going to take us to millionaire status, I made sure that their mind was prepared for it, right? So that's the reason why I talked to them about credit. That's the reason why money management was so important. That's the reason for them starting from the bottom with the business, and I was trying to build them up, right? They had titles in the business. They were supervisors, right? They were, the next step for them was us getting a contract and them hiring people for that contract, right? So now I was going to teach them the human resource side of business. So, yeah, they was right there. We was right there at the cuff of everything. I had just did my interview on Channel 2 for the youth program. I'm getting paint contracts now. We got major cleaning contracts. Like, so many things was going on good for us. And the foundation that I was building for my kids, to where some people should have been trying to join in and support. Right? The fact that I'm doing so much to keep these young black boys out of jail and keep them above ground, it should have been more support. So my village was supportive. Yep. The male role models that I had with them were supportive. I got men that in my life that my kids can still call to this day, right? They were good role models for them, you know. So it was like, for me to have to do all that to build them up, just to be torn down by that baby being pulled out. With no question. That's enough to have my little brother post that he posted on Facebook. Yep. Because you got to think about it. Everything happened 5 years ago. 5.5 now, almost 6. That's not coincidence. Stuff like that happen in coincidence, right? But when you got everybody being able to do their timeline from anything that they're suffering from or dealing with, exactly 5.5 years when the baby is pulled out, that right there, my friend, is a divine devised plan. Yeah, it's no way. It's no way a person such as myself that has done so many things, doing so many things, have so much going on for herself, there's no way I could have been falling short on all of that. There's no way. There's no way. Because I work too hard. Y'all see me. Just yesterday, if you was following me, you probably still in the bed. Just seeing me yesterday, you probably still tired. You probably still in the bed. Yep. But that's a typical day. That's what my children see. That's what they've always seen, right? It's a shame that I'm still doing it now. I'm not even going to hold you up. Plan B sucks. Sucks big time. Because plan A, I would be spending more time with my grandchildren. I would have money to just do whatever I want to do. I would be traveling more. I would have my private practice. I would probably still be doing a radio show. Attitude Adjustment would be ran by somebody else, but it would still be in effect for those parents that need. I would still be doing stuff. I would be getting paint jobs, but I wouldn't be doing them. I would be contracting them out to my returning citizens and other people, day laborers and stuff like that. And I would still have a cleaning company, but it would be ran by the children. And their children will be having the same experience as far as learning the business and being able to hire people, and they will have contracts. Just imagine that. I got 9 cleaning contracts that I clean by myself. So just imagine each one of my children having those amount of contracts, and not only that, but they have people working for them. Yeah, so for me to do that, I gave those boys opportunities because I knew the world wasn't going to give it to them, right? So I made sure I did all of this, but just because that baby was pulled out the way that she was, it devalued who I was. It devalued everything that I worked hard for, everything that I did, everything that I said means nothing now. So now you got these young boys questioning their whole life, identity, me, morals, values. You don't want that for no black man. You don't want that for no black man, right? That's why I did everything I could in those younger years to instill certain things to make sure they didn't have the struggles that they have now. So when I tell you that my children were exposed to things that I tried to shelter them from, depression is one of them. So to know that we went so far, we went through so much. Me losing a house, going through the divorce. Fix it, Jesus. We went through so much. But do you know, out of everything that we went through, we got through. We got through together, right? There was no depression. Yeah, there was no disorders, right? We got through everything, right? And we still was able to smile at the end of the day because we made it on the other side. This right here, I didn't prepare them for this. Yeah, we all walking blindly with this. We all struggling. We all going through what we going through. We all dealing with it individually. We're grieving, basically, because that was a loss. Her not having no contact with us and just leaving, and we don't know what we did wrong. We're grieving. We're lost. We're lost. It's one thing to know what you did. Yeah. So you either gonna try to make amends for it, you're gonna try to make it right. But to not know what you did, to not know what you can make amends for, to know in your heart that you did nothing, it's to constantly keep you in that state of confusion. Right? Fix it, Jesus. So yeah, to know that I did all that for them boys, just for them boys to be going through what they're going through right now, yeah, they deserve that relationship with her. They earned it. They deserve the love, the respect that was owed to them from that little girl. The sibling relationship, the niece-uncle relationship. Everything that they gave her, she should be here to give it back. Them running to her to support her when she lost loved ones on her dad's side. Us taking off work, them taking off work to be there for her when she had presentations. The love and support that they gave her, she should be here in their life to be able to give it back. So to know that somebody put a stop to that, put a halt to that, and them boys did everything they were supposed to do to be in her life. They were her protectors. They gave big brother, big uncle advice. They kept her safe. They took care of her. They did everything that they were supposed to do to earn those titles. So for her not to be here to give it back to them, how do you think that affects them? That's why I sit back every day and wonder, why did nobody care about me and my kids? How could they just be discarded as trash? How could we just be written off as if we're not good enough? Everything we did should have been good enough. My best definitely should have been good enough. Yeah, my best, just everything I did should be good enough, right? How could I not be fitted for the role that I was born to play? How could that be? How could somebody else understudy me and I'm right here? Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus. Right? So, I'm going to try to get back. This is what happens when you use manipulation tips. They start off for one purpose, but they end up spearing off into other aspects and other things and get to destroying stuff that you probably didn't want to destroy because you don't know what you're going to get. When you got to lie and create, you don't know what you're going to get. That's why it's better to just let everything just be natural, just happen, right? The relationship she had with us and our family was natural. It just was happening. Everybody had a place. It's enough love in them kids' heart for everybody. It's enough love in my heart for my mama's side and my daddy's side. And it don't affect the relationship I have with nobody over here. It don't. Actually, it's a beautiful thing because every time I go visit one side, they ask how the other side doing, and vice versa. So it's a beautiful thing, right? So. Okay, I'm trying to get back. Because I had to go back and read what I had did for the boys. And I put a little note for me to go back and talk about it. I know. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Okay, we went back. So, by them devaluing me, you got to think about how hard that is for them to take in and accept. For one, my little brother, we lost our mom. And his dad was not in the picture. So you telling me he had no mother or no father, right? So my son had no father. So the fact that I was devalued, I was the only thing that they had. So to take that away, when he took that baby away, he simply just started taking, I was taken away in the sense of as well, right? So much destruction. So much destruction, people. I tell you, why we can't all just get along, right? So, I was raising men to be productive citizens in society. The depression post that my little brother posted, yeah. Like I said, we wasn't suffering or dealing with anything, no matter everything that we went through. But this right here, yeah, I didn't prepare them for the loss of her in that way. So the confusion, the fact that she still has a relationship with her other sibling and not with mine, just everything. Don't nothing make sense. Don't nothing make sense. So everything that don't make sense is the damage, is the psychological damage. Everything that you can't put a pin on, everything that you can't pretty much understand, all that is the psychological damage that your child is dealing with. Because she probably wondering why she can't call them. She probably want to, because they were so close growing up. She probably want to, but she probably wondering why. And it's that mental block that's there from all the poisoning and all the seeds that have been planted. Right? Because some of y'all think just because y'all child grew up, they grown now, they can make their own decision. No, they can't make their own decision. Their decisions have been controlled their whole life by that baby mama or that baby daddy. So just because they're grown, a age, a number, that does not do nothing for that mentality. That does not do nothing for the mindset. That does not do nothing with the things that they already has become to understand because of the games that have been played on them. All the lies that have been told. All the stages that's been set. All those tips. All the abuse that was caused to turn that child's mind state to think that it's okay not to call their mama. It's okay not to call their daddy. It's okay not to know that other side of the family. It's okay. It's normalized that this is okay. You're going to be all right. You're going to be all right. I was all right with just one side of the family, so you're going to be all right too. But that child don't have to endure that. It was probably a reason why you grew up with just one side of the family. Your parents was probably ignorant. Your daddy probably didn't want to be in your life. I don't know what your situation was, but this situation for your child has the opportunity to have both sides of the family. So why would you deprive them of that? Fix it, Jesus. So the same values, morals, and principles that go into making sure that she has a relationship with her father's child should be the same morals, values, and principles put into place to make sure she has a relationship with my side of the family, my kids, the same. Especially with you got to keep in mind there was no abuse or neglect. Yeah, nothing but love in our family. Nothing but love. Nothing but love, baby. Yeah, so that relationship should have still stayed intact. There's no way he should be her only protector when she got men on her other side of the family that's there to stand up and step up to the plate. There's no way he should be the only one. There's no way. There's no way. My babies are precious cargo. They need security all the way around, 2 feet perimeter. There's no way his fat ass should be the only one protecting her. There's no way. There's no way, right? She deserved more. She deserved more, right? So, they helped take care of her. They raised her. So depression is real. She is truly missed. She's truly missed. So I'm left to put together and parent the remnants of my sons and my children of what they used to be, right? I know. I'm an even better parent now because now I'm dealing with disorders to where I wasn't before, right? So now I'm doing more research. Now I'm doing everything I can now to try to help the children that I still can help, right? So that wasn't our life. That wasn't our narrative. No, our narrative in Plan A was running a successful cleaning company that's providing jobs for returning citizens, that's creating generational wealth for not only my children, but my children long after that, my grandchildren, my great-grandchildren. When I'm long gone here, I should have left enough inheritance and a company that can be ran for generational wealth, right? I have a book. This book will be on the bestsellers list. It will be, right? I will be known for this book, right? And the books to come, because I just finished the second one that I will be releasing soon, right? So, yeah, our destiny and everything that we had, our life, yeah, this ain't what it is supposed to be. And I made sure of that, right? My youth program will be in different counties right now. That's not what was written for us. They wrote a whole nother book for us, right? Yeah. So everything, disorders, the finances for 5 years, almost 6. I wonder what is being proven. What is it proven for her being out of our life? That she better off without us? Like, why wouldn't more support be better? More is better than, I don't know what was trying to be proved. Who does she identify with? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was only one other person that was light-skinned like her. And you don't think that might mean anything, but your child needs to identify with someone, right? So if you raised in a house ain't nothing but dark-skinned people and you got this one light-skinned baby pop out of nowhere, milkman baby or whoever, yeah, make sure that baby has people to identify with, right? So yeah, only other person was like a friend of hers, mom, but we were very different, right? And that's not to say anything good or bad about her. It's just we were different people. So the more people she's around, the more influences she has or whatever is good. But yeah, we were very different. So my influence was definitely needed as a mother. Right? So I should have never been counted out and substituted for people that was less than. I should never have been counted out, right? So that deprives her of what she should be learning. So everything that I brought to the table that I was supposed to give her, that I got back, yeah, she only got bits and pieces of it. So she's always going to be lost. She's always going to be in a state of 15 and a half because it was so many things I was teaching her that probably is never going to get taught, right? So we brought different things to the table. Her hair texture. I wonder who's teaching her about her hair. Like, I was the only one around her with that good hair, and her grandpa had that good. We got hair like my grandmamas. Both my grandmamas, we got that Indian in our family, right? So, yeah, who's teaching her about how to maintain her hair? She was the only one of my children that had that texture hair, right? To know where it come from, right? When we went to Texas years ago when they were little, one of my cousins in Texas actually did a line of where we come from, our ancestors, and linked it back to the tribes that we're from and what Indian heritage we're linked to. Like, that's something she should be proud of. That's not nothing that should be excluded or discarded and looked at as nothing. She actually did our history lifeline while we were there. That same history class that I tell you should be teaching your children. Remember Black history? We also, your history. Meaning your lineage, your grandparents, where y'all come from. Y'all supposed to be doing that, right? Our family taught that. Yeah, so I think I'm going to stop here. Differences, guidance. I should be there to influence her. Nobody else should have more influence than me. The fact that I don't use drugs, the fact that I don't drink alcohol like that, don't abuse it. I don't abuse drugs and alcohol. Just the fact that I don't do that. 51 years. Being able, do you know how hard it was to bypass drugs? Shit. Life alone to have you going to drugs, you know? So yeah, to dodge it though, to still stay fit and healthy and take care of myself, to be able to, man, I fix it, Jesus. Why that wasn't enough? And who is better? Who's better than that? Because I know it's grandma drank. Everybody like smoke cigarettes, unhealthy. Like, how could that be better than what I had to offer, right? So tomorrow we're going to get into the difference of the lifestyle. I think I had a couple more things to talk about as far as the kids, but I'm going to pick it up tomorrow. We're going to roll this out as a segment. Shit, we're going to roll it out because I got to get ready to go. Oh, it's already 9:26. Oh, shoot. Bye, TikTok. What up, Mo? What up, Lina? Shit. What up, Scotty? Ooh, who else? All right, y'all, I'm out.